What's up, everybody? Now I'm Chris here. So today's topic is about standards. A lot of people have standards. Some women have standards, some men have standards. So there's difference with that. When you're a single man, you have all your stuff, priorities, and stuff together. You're going to have your standards, okay? You're not going to just pick up anybody else. You're not going to just pick anybody up and bring them home to mom. Vice versa with a woman. You're not going to just pick any dude up and bring him home to dad. So a lot of people got to understand that. A lot of people don't want to understand that, but they have to. Also, the standards it gets a little tough when you have kids. You're not going to just bring anybody around your kids. It goes for he or she, okay? Now, some of the standards I see with people that have kids, some of the shit is even stupid, even that are single, that don't have kids, where they want a guy that makes six figures, whatever the case is, could travel, pretty much all the materialistic stuff. They want him to have a good body, have a nice house, have all that stuff set. If he has all that stuff set, you don't need to be there. He needs somebody who's going to build with him to have the same standards, not just come in and party of what he earned or what he built, and vice versa. I know some of you women have got a lot of stuff for yourselves, and sometimes you deal with jailbirds or people that ain't shit, and it's the same situation. You build up your house, and then to bring somebody in that doesn't help you build, it's a problem. Okay, but you could tweak. Everybody could tweak their standards. He or she could tweak their standards of who they're bringing into life as single people with no kids. Now, when it comes down to kids, there's a different ballgame. You have to have strict standards due to the fact that you have kids. You have to watch out for your kids. And at the same token, no matter what, if people have kids or don't have kids, you got to know who you bring home to your family. You got to know who you bring to the table. Because there's a lot of people out there that has different things happen without knowing the person. And sometimes you never know. They so good at lying or so good at putting shit behind and hiding in the dark, you never know until later on, and then it's too late. Time is wasted. That's why I tell everybody, take your time knowing somebody, if you could, and figure them out and all that stuff up, and take them in different environments to see how they act or what they do, men and women. Okay? Now, like I said, when it comes down to the standards, women, some of your standards is fucking crazy. It's not on a positive note like you're going to get a good guy what you ask for. That shit don't work. You have to go with the basic standards of old-fashioned values. The same thing as, like, I go with the old-fashioned values of finding a woman. Of course, women ain't going to be perfect. A man ain't going to be perfect. But I'm not looking for a girl that's like an angel, but close to it. Yes, I am. Okay? Because I have my fair share of the bad, bad, and all that stuff. I'm done with that. I'm a mature man now, and then due to the fact of my age, I just want to chill and relax. I want to have a partner that I know is good and everything like that. Work, that's what you got to do. Have a life together, build up, travel, do things together, and that's it. My standards are very simple, but I'm not going to just pick up anybody. And you ladies should do the same thing too. Not just pick up everybody, but don't go with your standards as being materialistic. Because materialistic ain't going to work. It's just going to be sloppy. It's just not going to work. Don't do it for the clout. Don't do it for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Don't do none of that stuff, okay? Another thing, when you find that person that meets your standards to a certain extent, you may have a checkoff list. Men and women may have a checkoff list of that's that. If you have 100 check marks, 100 questionnaire for the check marks, and is 85%, close to 95% answered, take that. Take that person. You know what I'm saying? On the good standards that you're looking for. Not nothing crazy and, what you asking the person. A lot of people tell you nowadays, the past don't come to the present, or you can't judge a book by its cover. We understand that. But you have to judge a book by its cover. Then the other situation is when people tell you, only God could judge them. People, we're in the 21st century. You have to know who you bring home to your family. That's just it. You could pick people up or not. You gotta understand, if somebody's real with you and they're gonna tell you what they have gone through, what they did, whatever the case is, it may not be to your liking, but at the same token, they have to let you know due to the fact that if you want to deal with them or not. It's up to your discretion whether you want to continue with talking to them or dating them or not. It's up to everybody's discretion, man and female. You make it based on your choice, whether you can handle stuff or not handle stuff. Don't go on 7 to 14 day test trial because you think you can handle it, then you can't. If you know deep down in your gut and your heart you can't handle it, just let it go, You find more people, you talk to more people, whatever the case is. That's the big thing. But like I said, there's a level to how you have your standards and how you want to put it, how you want to proceed stuff. Yeah, you're going to have people get mad. I have a lot of girls get mad because my standards is a certain way. That's just it. That's me. I have boys, and I know I'm looking for in life. If I don't want it, I don't need it, I'm not going to accept it. Simple as that. And another thing, girls try to act up front and say, I'll do this, do that, and that, but they don't. Okay, you can't go based on that. You gotta see how the person is, and that's just it. Okay, the same thing with women. You have your standards, whatever the case is. You can't just be wasting your time, but you got to get out of the materialistic stage and what your friends is looking for, or how your group friends is looking for. No, what you need and what you look in life, and that's it. Okay, a big part that's been coming up within the past 2 years is a problem is the race thing. That has to stop. If you're gonna love somebody, you're gonna love somebody. It doesn't matter skin color. You're gonna have beautiful people all around the world, wherever you go, and you can meet somebody that's not just skin color, skin tone. So the race part, that has to stop as well. At the same token, everybody love each other, but you have to know what you're doing, what you're asking for. Well, be blunt about stuff. Men and women, be blunt about it. It doesn't hurt. All it is a yes or no, and that's it. A lot of people that don't answer questions, that can't answer questions, you let that shit go. You have to let it go. Because if it can't answer those hard questions they need to ask now to predict the future or to think about the future, there's no go. That shit is darker than what it is, and you don't need to deal with it. He or she don't need to deal with it. Just let it go. Find somebody who's going to answer the questions willingly. Because how many people out there talk to strangers just like nothing on a daily basis? On a daily basis, tell them about their whole life or bullshit, whatever the case is. Okay? One thing I remember is, have you all know that, your mom said don't talk to strangers? How many girls are on like these apps or these dating apps and they're putting their personal Instagram out there or social media stuff? What are you doing? You don't know what the person is capable of. They could be stalking you, watching you, all that stuff. You cannot be doing that shit. So, ladies, a lot of you do it. Because I've seen them. My boy has shown me profiles. You guys put your Instagram out there just to get followers and have all these dudes follow you and DM you. Don't get mad when you get fucking 12 fucking cock pics in a fucking DM because you added all these strangers from a dating site, whatever the case is. You need to be secure with yourself on that matter. You need to not put your personal information out there all the time. You don't even need to do it at all. Keep yourself safe, ladies. Okay? Men are not really doing shit like that. Okay? And at the same time, a lot of people got to sit down and read people's profiles. People's profiles have enough information in there so you can understand it. Especially if that shit is long, read that shit detailed like 1 to 2 times. Because once you pass that and you're able to accept what that person's asking and you can proceed talking to that person, then stuff could go smoothly. Because they're gonna ask you questions about the profile, what they like, what they like, or what they put on there. Are you able to contend with it? And that's it. That makes it more easier. When you try to beat around the profile and just go by looks from a man and woman, it's not gonna go well. It's just like you're just trying to pretty much freeball it. You can't do that, especially when you try to look for a real relationship. And I tell a lot of people, if you're not looking for a real relationship, let people go. Let the people go that wants a real relationship. If you just want to talk to somebody or have a fuck buddy, then state that. Put that out there and see where it goes from there. That's it. That's fucking a curveball within itself. But like I said, when you put the standards out there, you have your choice to put your standards out there. Don't let no one tell you any different, men and female. You need to understand that. And single parents that have kids, understand your standards has to be a little bit strict due to the fact that you have kids. Wake up and smell the coffee, okay? Because you could be with a good person for years and he could be a big influence on your kids. But at the same time, you could be with a shitty person and be a bad influence on your kids. So wake up and know what you're picking up and what you're doing. So, like, subscribe, share this video, put some comments in the links of next titles you want me to talk about. I have new content coming out and old content I haven't put together. I'm editing. But, Novel Chris out. Boom, baby.